France and Spain have been involved in a lengthy war, much to the suffering of the French and Spanish people. The war doesn't stop Spanish Prince Don Carlo from daydreaming about the French Princess Elizabeth, his arranged bride-to-be. Upon a serendipitous meeting in France, they fall in love. Their happiness intensifies at the sound of the cannon, signaling the end of the war. War endings mean peace agreements, and this war ends no differently. Peace is on the horizon, except that Elizabeth is to marry King Philip, Don Carlo's father. Elizabeth, though distraught, cannot refuse the king's proposal. And so Elizabeth goes to start her new life as Queen of Spain and as Don Carlo's stepmother. A heartbroken Don Carlo makes his way back to Spain. His best friend, Rodrigo, urges him to put his sorrows behind him, and he convinces Don Carlo to support the people of Flanders, where the king has been waging war against a rebellion. Rodrigo asks King Philip to soften his oppression of Flanders, but the king denies this request. Meanwhile, Princess Eboli, one of the ladies of the court, is in love with Don Carlo. She sends him an unsigned note, asking him to meet her that evening. Wearing a veil, she waits for him in the darkness. Don Carlo assumes that the note is from Elizabeth. Rushing toward the veiled woman waiting for him, he professes his love, realizing too late it's Eboli in disguise. Humiliated, Eboli vows to get revenge. Outside the castle, a large crowd has gathered to watch a group of heretics being led to their executions. In front of everyone, Don Carlo draws his sword against his father, the king, and demands to be given control of Flanders. In the aftermath of the commotion, the Grand Inquisitor warns the king his son and Rodrigo are involved in treason and heresy. Elizabeth runs to the king's chambers to announce that her jewelry box is missing. The king has it. He opens it and finds a portrait of Don Carlo inside, which seems to be evidence of Elizabeth's adultery. Not one to be left out of the drama, Princess Eboli announces that it was she who gave the jewelry box to the king, and that she is also his mistress. The drama continues in Don Carlo's jail cell. Rodrigo is shot by the order of the king. An angry mob storms the prison, and Don Carlo escapes amid the chaos. Don Carlo and Elizabeth meet one last time before his escape to Flanders, only to be interrupted by King Philip and the Grand Inquisitor, announcing that there will be a double sacrifice.